So what's next for you? I know you wrote the book, 100 Kicks in the Ass, and you're working on a music career.
Yes.
And how's that going?
I'm really happy with my music and the work I've put in and where I've become with it. Now, I always rapped. I rapped my whole life. As I said earlier, I started rapping when I was tiny. One of my earliest memories is having a cassette recorder and performing Muppets tapes and shit, and then walking to and from the park and writing raps with this friend of mine. And I always rapped at parties around bonfires and freestyled, and I almost joined up with a rap group and dropped out of high school. So I always rapped. I never put a lot of work in and took it super serious, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. I like to challenge myself. That's the main reason why I do rap. And now this show Gigolos comes along. Like, man, if I tell them I'm a rapper, I'm gonna get on the show. I know it. But do I want to tell the fucking world I'm a rapper? And then I'm gonna have to rap for everybody too. I wanted the show. I told them I was a rapper. We shot the sizzle for it, and then we jumped into season 1 right away. And they're like, now rap. And I had 2 weeks to come up with a song and record it and perform it and everything. And that was Gigolo. That was my first song, which is, it's a solid song. I'm happy for it, especially just having those 2 weeks. I don't like half-assing anything, but it's solid and I'm happy with it. But the show has shit on me a lot, and it's definitely hurt my music career, and I'm not super ecstatic about it. But when I went in there originally, it's like I rap and I was goofing off and having fun a little bit. But then I wanted to prove that I could, and that's when I started putting the work in. And for 5 years, I put a lot of work in with my music, and it's developed substantially. I've learned how to produce, play every instrument, sing. I've taught myself all these things, and I've put in countless hours of work. But the show, I knew what I was getting into doing a reality show, and I knew I was going to get clowned. I told them from day one that you can never clown a client, never make them look bad. If you do that, I'm walking. You know, I knew that was smart on a couple different levels, but you can clown us, and they do bad. And with the music, and one thing, I don't even know if they do it on purpose. I don't think they're that malicious, but when I rap on the show, they usually put in the beat behind it in post, and they don't line it up properly. Every time I've ever rapped on the show, I know this might sound like a bullshit excuse, but they don't line up that beat properly, and it sounds like I'm rapping off beat. I do not rap off beat. I play the drums. Like, listen to any of my music, but the show screwed me in that sense. Then obviously it's a reality show, and they're gonna clown you. Some white rapper who has never done a song or done a hit, it's gonna get clowned a little bit.
Right. And the name of the show one more time?
What's that?
Oh, the name of that show is
Gigolos.
Gigolos. Okay.
Yeah, this is all Gigolos.
Oh, I thought this was another show.
No. It was Gigolos. When I decided to do Gigolos,
that's where the rap.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I got confused.
I knew if I said I'm a rapper, I'm on that fucking show. I knew that would happen, but then I knew I'm gonna have to rap. I'm gonna have to show something too. So.
Right. Well, I mean, when someone goes from, you know, a different field and gets into music, there's always a sense of dismissal. You know, like a lot of porn stars who try to rap, none has succeeded.
Yeah,
from the Brian Pumpers to the.
And other people do comedy and you know, improv stuff and shows. Nick Cannon, Wayne Brady, even Chanel West Coast, man. Like I give her props. Like, she can rap, but she's on a goofy show, and I think she took a wrong approach with her style and trying to be too thug and gangster. But I mean, you kind of have to. All the greats are the gangsters, man. So I don't know if she took the most intelligent approach, but it's hard being on a reality show and having a serious rap career, being taken serious as that rapper. You got to own that part, man. You got to play that part. And I'm not this thug rapper on that show. You know, I'm trying to sell myself as a gigolo too, and that definitely fell short. But they killed me. They kicked my ass. I had the rap battle on the show too, which I put a lot of work in. It was my idea, something that I wanted to do, and it was at a point where I thought I developed some trust with the producers a little bit, and they know that I'm taking my music career seriously, and they've dogged me in the fucking past. And I knew if I did a good job that I thought they would have me win that rap battle, and they didn't. And then to top it off, they edited my rap to make it look like I fucked it up and didn't rhyme my words. And they cut out the fucking kill, man. Vin, the other guy on my show, he wrote everything, and he did a mic drop at the end of his, and I had one more shot at it. And I did this dope fucking freestyle, and at the end of it, I freestyled a double mic drop. We're mic'd up, and it's taped to our back. I dropped that mic, I took the other one off and dropped that too, and killed it and crushed it, and the crowd was like silent, and it was sick. It was a good moment. That shit got cut out.
Okay. It's reality TV, man. They're not there to make you look good.
No, they're not. I knew that too.
Yeah.
But it's this heartbreaking that they do that to me for the sport I've been with everything else. I've been such a good sport. A lot of the ideas are mine. A lot of the creative is mine. It's my life, the shit that I'm doing. I bring a lot to the table, and I kill it when I'm on set. I show up, on point, and I do a good job. It's always one take, and they beat me down, man.
That's what it
Beat me
is, man.
down.
I mean, that's what you're signed up for.
Yeah,
This is why I've never
I
done
made my bed, but
Yeah.
they're a little more brutal than they had to be.
Yeah, I mean, I've always turned down reality shows just because I just figured it wasn't me. Everyone has their own way of doing it. I don't knock anyone who did it.
It's not. It could definitely be worse. But you know what I put into it could be better as well. Luckily, it's not just a reality show that's one season. Then you totally get crushed. Like, I got to go back to this show, so they're not going to completely crush me, thank
Right.
God, because I probably fucking wouldn't be here.
Yeah, now I feel you. Well, listen, Nick Hawk, man, definitely a fascinating story. I think,
Crazy life, man.
I think every man thinks of being a gigolo at some point in their lives. The thought crosses their head,
Yeah.
but you never really meet any. You know what I'm saying? You meet pimps, me and Don Magic Juan are real cool, but that's kind of like the other side of it,
Yeah.
They're kind of, well, I kind of feel like pimps are kind of gigolos in their own way. If you really think about it, they are actually forming these
Establishing
relationships
the communication
with these
and-
women and giving these women a sense of belonging and love in exchange for their money.
Okay.
They're kind of selling themselves.
Then I guess pimping helped me out a little bit too.
So you did some pimping also?
Well, I had my mostly strippers. I said I started my own stripping agency, and it was mainly girls and guys for private parties. But I got into that a little bit, but it was a little scary, a
Yeah.
little sketchy.
I can imagine. I can imagine. Well, yeah, man, I think it's a hell of a story, and congrats on being, on your success in the show, and being open and really just owning what it is that you do.
Yeah, I do, for sure. You have to. You have to in life. Yeah, I wish I've had a little more success with my music. I could hustle it a little more, but yeah, and I'm a little disappointed that I haven't been approached by too many people. Like, even a fan of the show who's in the business, I haven't been approached by that many people. And I think the show crushed a lot of that. But I wish people would look at the music, because there is something there, and it's solid. I've put the work in, and anybody can be a rapper if they put the work in. Anybody who wrote their first rap, three things happen. Somebody tells them it sucked, and they accept that it sucked, and they suck, and they're not special, talented, gifted, none of that. Then you have somebody who writes a rap and raps it, and they're told that it's not good, but if you keep working at it, you're going to be better. And they're guided in the proper direction. So few people are. We do a lot more breaking down than lifting up. Then you got the third person who's told that they suck, and they say fuck you when they put the work in. And that's me. That's me for sure. And if you write 100 raps, you're not going to be a good rapper. You're not going to be a good rapper. I'm not talking a full song. I'm talking a few bars, a verse, a chorus, a hook. You're not going to be a good rapper. You write 100. You write 1,000, all right, you're going to be all right. Stick with it. There might be something there. You write 10,000 raps, you're going to be a good rapper. You're going to have solid material no matter who you are. You're going to have some solid material. In between 10,000 and 100,000, there's great, there's phenomenal. Get closer to 100,000, that's Eminem. You know, you want to do a little more math, like let's say 40 years. I'll rap every day for 40 years. So 365 times 40. It's like 14, 15,000, 100,000 divided by 14, 15,000 is about 7. We'll say 7 raps a day on average until you're 40 if you want to be Eminem. You want to be better than him, you write 8.